Hello, and welcome back to our channel again. The name is Godfred, Fred, Righteous. Anyone you call me, I'll take it. We are back again, doing this TV mount for a good friend of mine. This is the finishing product you've seen on your screen, but I'm just gonna show you how the process is done. If it's something you want to do in the future, this is the best video for you, or they have a couple of videos out there you can watch. Every installer or assembler have their own style of installing, so check this out, watch, and then if it's something you want to do by yourself, you can watch this video and take some couple of knowledge out of it. So let's do this. The name is Fred. We're about to put up a TV on this wall, but the outlet is all the way up there, and we're trying to put an outlet on the top here. So I'm just going to show you how we do it. We're going to run a cable and get the outlet to mount the TV. I'm just going to show you the process and the step-by-step of how we do it. So let's see how it goes. First I have to take this panel off. So I have a knife to take the caulking off it. So I use the knife to cut it. Yeah, so like I said, each installer have their own style of doing their work, and this is our style. So when you're taking this baseboard out, please make sure you are not when you're hitting the hammer, make sure you're doing it slowly so you won't damage the drywall. So at the end of the day, you just put the baseboard back and then you should be good. Yeah. So now I already find the start, and it's all the way down, and if you can tell, I'm not marking above the paint level or where the baseboard was. So always make sure when you're doing this, you don't cut above the baseboard or where the paint is, you cut below where the paint is. So after you do that, you put the baseboard back, everything is good. Nobody will see that there's a cut in it. So now I have to find my start, and this is my start finder. It works really well for me. I got this from Amazon. If you want it, let me know. I'll share the link with you. It's pretty cool. You just look for the nail. I do have a start finder, but I love this one as well. You just find exactly where the nail is, and then I go from there. Sometimes I also use my style finder if it's really tough on me. So yeah, now we know exactly where I already did all my marking. I know exactly where I want to put my outlet, so that's the next thing. After that, you just cut a little piece out. I have the small saw that I use, a drywall saw that I use for my drywalls when I'm doing this kind of work. So that's what I'm doing now, cutting through and then feeding the box in there. So you probably will be asking how the measurement is. So I took like this TV is big, so from the floor to where I'm putting the box is about 5 foot. Yes, it was 5 foot. not to cut a big chunk of drywall, I always make sure I get my measurement right. Because if you cut the drywall too big than your box, then you are in trouble. So just make sure you cut in the drywall perfectly to the box, or maybe smaller, and then you can do other adjustments later on after the box is not fitting. So I always like it that way. Cut it a little bit smaller or the same size, and then work around it. I normally don't cut it too big. So the next step for me is feeding the cable now. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not, because when you have this installation at the back of the drywall, it makes it so hard to get the cable out. But when it gets to that situation, I got a couple of things that I have that helps me to get it easy, or to make the work easy for me. Yeah, so I feed a cable out, so now I have to feed another cable from the outlet box. So before you do this, please make sure you turn the power off to the outlet. It's very important you do that before you get electrocuted. Or if you know how to handle this and you're comfortable with it, that's cool. Yeah. So what I did is I feed a small cable through the outlet box, because there's no way I could feed the new cable through the outlet box. That would be a lot of work. So this is a trick I learned on the way. I feed a small cable through the box, and then I tape it and then feed both out. And then after that, I just take the tape out and I'm good to go. So just a trick to show you, if you're doing this yourself, or if you are in the trade of doing this kind of work, something I learned on my way, or as I'll say, experience taught me the hard way, or the easy way to get some stuff done. Yeah. And there we go. It's out. So now I just have to go ahead and put my outlets and everything in. Yep, now everything is connected from the top. Very good, looking beautiful, tight and solid. If you watching the video carefully, I decided to do the top ones first before I come to connect the bottom one. Like I said, every installer have their own ways to do their work, but I always decide to do the top installation first before I come to the down one, so I have enough cable to work around. Still make sure there's no power in the outlet when you're doing the work, or with experience maybe you can do it with the power in there, but it's always recommend you turn the power off just in case of any surprises. You never know, this thing can shock you in a few seconds whilst you think you got it all covered. Yeah, make sure everything is tight and nice in there. Put everything back and you're good to go. As beautiful as it looks. The top one is done, and the down one is done, and everything looks really good. Now the power is on. I check to see if there's power in all the outlet I just put out. Everything looks solid and nice. Beautiful work. Yep, the fan part is off the way. The electric side is done. So I'm putting back my drywall and secure it back just like I found it, like I was never in there, you know. Yeah, since I'm still doing this video, in case you have any projects like this, you need help, we are in the DMV, that is DC, Washington DC, Virginia and Maryland. We work around those areas. In case you watch the video and you want to reach us and get something done like this, you can give us a call on 571-277-8492, and then we will be out there to help you out. Yeah, so now I'm just putting the baseboard back just like I found it, and then we're good to go. Yeah, so now that the baseboard is secured, I have this patch, drywall patch, or drywall mat as others call it. I use it to seal all the nail holes so it won't be visible. It's white, so it blends in really nice with the baseboard if you don't want to paint it. But in this case, we did paint it because we did have some small paint left after the building was done. So in this case, we did have to paint it, but it all depends on you. If you think it looks good and you don't want to paint on it, that's your preference, you know. Nobody will hold you for that. So yeah, just to make the work nice and beautiful. So that's all. So I did have some silicone, so I decided to seal the top part as well, so there will be no any line or space in between the drywall and the baseboard. So I did use a silicone to seal the top parts as well, so everything will look nice. You can decide either to use it or not to use it. They have different types and colors of silicone, so make sure when you go to the drywall, when you go to the hardware store, make sure exactly what you need the silicone for. They have a silicone for bathroom, kitchen, and something like this. They have a silicone that is paintable, or then the one that is unpaintable. Some of them you can paint on top of it, so make sure you are getting the right type of silicone for the job you are doing. So if you look at it, it's like nobody has ever been here. Now that it's off the way, now it's time I mount the TV. Usually I take 3 feet from the bottom to the top, and then I'll take that measurement from wherever I get it from. It depends on how big the TV is, so sometimes the measurement, sometimes it might be a little bit up. Sometimes customers or whoever I'm doing the TV for, they want it very high, and how wide or how big the TV is. It all depends on that, on your measurement. Yeah, so we don't have much one measurement. And this is one of my nice start finder. I got it from Amazon. It just finds where the nail is, and then it's right there. There's a magnet in there that helps hold the nail, and it tells you where exactly where the starts is. I also have a start finder. If it comes worse, I use that as well. But this time I'm really love this kind of start finder. You can find it on Amazon, or I'll just leave the link down below in case you need one. You can get it. It really works. It's really nice. I don't think it's more than $10 for one, so you can check it out. One of the crucial or important parts of this mount is making sure it's level. Yeah, so you heard me right. You have to make sure your mount is level. I've gone to so many places. I go to the room and the TV is dancing or maybe hanging halfway. So it's very crucial you get a level, and then make sure the mount is very level. If not, your TV won't be level. So if this is your first time doing it, or you are a homeowner that is trying to do it yourself, please make sure you have a level at hand, because you need it. Some of the TVs, some of the mounts already comes with a level built in it, so you can also get something like that as well. But I definitely recommend you have a level at hand, because if the mount is not level, your TV will be crooked. So Yeah, so he decided he doesn't want the big one, he wants a smaller mount, so we have to seal these holes and then use the small mounts. The first one we're using was a swing mount, and he wants a stable mount, so just have to replace it with a stable mount. So I have to seal this hole. So just like I said, my friend decided to change the mount, so we have to go get this. This can hold up to a 90-inch TV, and it's very solid as well. He doesn't want the swing mount or moving mount. He just decided to go with a stable mount, so we have to go get this. And this is very solid and stable as well. Very simple. All you need is 2 screws to hold it, and definitely make sure you find the stud exactly where it goes, and it should be good. Just some story, one of my customers told me he hired someone to mount a TV for them, and they were watching the TV, and all he realized was the TV was coming down slowly, and he had to run and catch the TV. He told me I was laughing, and it was so funny the way he was narrating the story. So just make sure you are not falling into that category, mounting the TV. Always make sure you find the stud. If you don't find it, try your best. It's very important you try your best that you find the stud. There's so many ways you can find the stud. There's so many tricks to it that you can find the stud. If you don't have a stud finder, there's a couple of ways that I do to make sure I get the stud. One, I use a small nail to go through the drywall to make sure I hit the stud, just like I'm doing. That way I know exactly where I want my nail to be. If I don't hit the stud with a small nail, then that means I have to keep looking for it. So that's another way to find the stud if you don't have a stud finder. So it's very important you make sure you find the stud. If your TV is this huge and you don't want to go through that story of my customer told me about. So he was lucky he was watching the TV and at the same time have to catch the TV. How much more if you are not home and before you come out from work the TV is lying on the floor. Yeah. So just make sure you do what you're doing and you do it the right way, because we are the right one assembly and we do it the right way. Yeah. Yeah, so after it is done, all we have to do is raise it. Like I said, this TV is huge, and then we're good to go. You can tell how big this TV is, and all you do is slide it in, lock it in, make sure it's locked in before you let it go. So the TV won't come down and crack on you. Yep, looking good so far, looking good. The aim of not seeing any cables or wires hanging around has made this work very beautiful. No cable, no wires hanging around, and that was the goal, and we achieved it. So I was really happy. Everything went well. My friend was excited. Everything went well. Yep. So this is some previous before and after pictures. Like I always say, thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. From now till we meet again, please stay safe, stay blessed, stay happy, peace, shalom, and life to y'all. I'll see you on my next video. My name is Fred. righteous, anyone you call me, I'll take it. Right one, I'll take it. Thank you guys. Bye for now.